Guys, patiently waiting for the food, waiting for the gains. Hungry? Hungry? Of course you are. Always hungry, man. Look, let's go. See, she's been with us for just over 3 months now. And one of the first things that we told her when she came is to wait before she jumped to the food. Good job. Okay, go. I remember I saw someone do this on YouTube with the dogs, and I was like, shit, that's definitely something that we have to teach her. Look how big she's growing since the last time you saw her. Beautiful. So there's the other monster of the house.
No.
The first monster of the house. Then Nala is the second monster of the house.
Yeah, I'm the first.
Enjoy your breakfast?
Yeah.
Good. So what's up?
Good.
What's up?
It's aching.
Say what's up to the people watching the video.
What's up?
Say, make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe.
Make sure you share.
Make sure you share.
Because my dad
My dad.
is working hard on those videos.
My dad working hard on the video.
Show some love.
I don't love.
Peace.
Please.
Morning essentials, guys. Morning essentials. I'm about to do my fasted cardio. So, I have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, which I absolutely hate. I hate the taste. And I have 1 spoon of lemon juice. So this 2 combined is for the digestion, so it helps with digestion. And then while I do my cardio, I'll have 1 scoop of EAA from Warrior S2ep, and that is to help with energy and muscle recovery. And yes, so that's the combo right here, first thing in the morning for my fasted cardio. So I'm about to take that and go and put some work in. Let's go. This is where the magic happens in terms of losing body fat. The magical shades. Cardio setup. Some Machiavelli motivation. Cardio on the bike. Got my EAA here. Usually it's way darker than this, so I got like a little light over there. Because I usually wake up at like 5:50, 5:40 in the morning, but today is Sunday, it's my rest day. So it's the only day where I actually wake up a bit later, which around like 7 o'clock. So it's bright outside. It's different. So I'm about to do my cardio, fasted cardio, 25 minutes. And I'll speak to you guys at the end of the cardio. Alright guys, so finished my 25 minutes fasted cardio. Today we are Sunday the 15th, if I'm right, yeah, 15th of November. So we are now sitting at 4 weeks out of the Arnold Classic. Alright guys, 4 weeks out. Sunday is my check-in day with my coach Jamie. As you guys saw, I weighed myself, I was 83 kilos. I'm going to speak more in details in terms of my weight and how I compare to last year, 4 weeks out. I actually write my weight each check-in, and I did the same thing last year, so just to compare. But I'm going to go through that as the day goes on. It's rest day, so I don't do nothing exciting, so don't expect me to do nothing exciting in this video. Rest day is very important. It's a day where I absolutely do nothing, or I try to do nothing. Well, I don't train. The only thing I do is my fasted cardio, which I do every day. So yeah, so I'm going to use this opportunity as well to show you guys my full day of eating and what I've been eating to get shredded. So far, we haven't changed anything in my diet. I've been eating the same meals, the same amount since the first day of prep. Um, as you guys saw earlier in the video, when I was sitting on the sofa, I was actually sending my check-in pictures that I took this morning to my coach Jamie, and I'm just waiting for his response. I think he has a few competitors competing today in Romania, so he usually responds very, very quick. So I believe it's going to take just a little bit longer than usual, as he's currently dealing with competing athlete that he has today. So I'm just gonna eat as normal what I've been eating, and then I believe if there's any changes, which is he's gonna let me know later on. I'm probably gonna start from tomorrow. But so far, right now, there's not been any changes to my diet. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I've been eating since day one, and I'm gonna use this opportunity to talk about certain things, certain questions that I've been asked as well. And yeah, rest day, chill day, recovery day. I train 6 days a week, and then I use one day to recover. It's not for everyone. Not everybody can have just one day to recover, and nothing to do with being natural or not. It's all due to the individual. Some people train 2 days on, one day off, and then 2 days on. Some people train 5 days in a row. They have 2 days off. It's whatever your body can handle. I've been training 6 days a week for years and years and years. I've been doing this while I was working 3 jobs. You know, and right now I'm self-employed, so I have less stress in terms of going to work or wherever. I wake up when I want, and I have a better control of my day. So if I managed to train 6 days a week in the past, where things were a lot harder, in terms of working 9 to 5 jobs, doing a warehouse job at the same time, working on the weekend, working 7 days a week, is way more comfortable to do it right now, as I got better control of my days. So I train 6 days a week. I'm going to talk about my training split as well, which hasn't changed since the start of prep. Still hasn't changed since the start of the year, really, because we had a plan since the start of the year of what my physique needed to improve from last year, which I'm going to talk to you guys in this video as well. So there's a lot of things I'm going to talk to you guys in this rest day video. So yeah, right now I'm going to get my first meal of the day ready, and yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. I'm going to share a secret with you guys as well. Maybe maybe it's not a secret, but something that I actually love to have when I do my fasted cardio is a sweat belt. And this one, I absolutely love it. It's like leather inside. And I just, people ask me, is it to make your waist smaller? To be honest with you, I don't know if it actually makes my waist smaller, but I just love the feeling of it. Like while I do my cardio, I can feel the heat. I can feel the sweat. I think it just mentally makes me feel good. And I'm the type of person that I strongly believe if you feel good mentally in whatever you do, your body will respond to it. So anything to make you feel good mentally, or to make you feel good, that can make you feel good physically during prep, man, just do it. I don't know the science behind it, but yeah, this is my little secret right here to get the extra sweat in the abs area. So yeah, enough talking. Let me get this first meal of the day because I'm starving right now. So right now it is 9:43. Usually by then during the week, by 9:43, I'm already training. So because I usually wake up around 5:40, 5:50 in the morning during the week, do my fasted cardio, eat my meal. Now do my fasted cardio, then I do my fasted abs. I do abs as well as after my fasted cardio for 10 minutes. I do a few posing routine, and then I have my meal. Today I just had my fasted cardio. I don't do abs on the Sunday, it's rest day. I don't do no posing practice. Basically, I try to do the minimum. All right, guys. So let's get this first meal of the day ready. Let's go. All right, guys. So here we are, meal one. Favorite meal of the day during prep. So over here we got 100 grams of cooked steak, 6 eggs, 2 whole egg and 4 egg whites, 55 grams of cream of rice. There's no flavor at all. I'm actually allowed to add sweetness, but I'm not going to add that. And 1 apple. So this is my first meal, guys. Breakfast: eggs, steak, cream of rice, apple. I'm using my son baby spoon that he used to use when he was a little baby, just to make the meal last longer, because I could finish this in like 5 minutes if I wanted to. But I'm going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy that. So yeah, this is meal one. Let's go. Alright guys, so got the feedback from Jamie. As you can see, he's very happy, very excited. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the pictures that I sent to him. I'll keep that for after the show, and then gradually post them on Instagram once the show is done. But yeah, so as you can see from his message, he's very happy, very excited with the spot that we have right now at 4 weeks, and we're dropping the cardio again to 20 minutes. So very excited, very happy. And yeah, happy coach, happy life, man. Very happy, very excited. All right, guys. So right now, I'm about to get my next meals ready. Meal number 2 and meal number 3, which will be potatoes. So I get my potatoes from Farm Food. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I always try to show where I get my shopping from, because you know I'm all about being able to budget, spend less, and get as much as possible. So this is a 7.5 kilo potatoes. I think they're like £3 or just under £3 if I remember well. And I also get my chicken from Farm Food, frozen chicken, and 4 kilos for £10. Bargain. And as you can see, when I defrost, they don't lose their size. It's exactly the same size as when they're frozen, because I've been to different shops, like even Tesco, or you know, like other shops where you buy frozen chicken, and when they defrost, and by the time you cook them, they're tiny, man. There's nothing to do like when they were frozen in the box. So I get my chicken from Farm Food, potatoes from Farm Food. Obviously, if you were to buy fresh chicken if you were to get 4 kilo of fresh chicken, you would spend more than £10. But the thing I got to say is there's a tiny amount of salt in the chicken from Farm Food, and that's okay. It doesn't affect me because I don't use no seasoning when I'm cooking my meal for my prep. I don't do no seasoning, no salt, so I don't have to worry about sodium manipulation and all this bullshit. So that's the only amount of salt that I have in my food, which is the salt that's already included in the chicken, but it's just a tiny amount. The amount of salt that is included is worth the massive saving of money that I'm making. So if you're looking for, you know, to get chicken on the budget, go to Farm Food, get your 4 kilo for £10. Potatoes as well, 7.5 kilo for I think max £3. And then yeah, so I'm about to get this ready, and I'll speak to you guys as I'm prepping those meals along. So let's go. So time to cook those potatoes. Obviously need a scale. I'm going to go into details with the scale once it's cooked. So I'm actually going to cook potatoes for today and tomorrow, and so I'll put the rest in the fridge, and then tomorrow it's like I usually cook my meal the day before, but it's just because today is a rest day. I don't do nothing, and obviously I'm recording my food I've eaten. I said, you know what, let me just get my food ready at the same time as I'm recording. Alright guys, so yeah, so as you guys saw, got the check-in from my coach Jamie, very happy. I am happy, he's happy. I sent a picture to my big brother 18 as well, he's happy. So there's only a few people that actually get to see how I currently look. There's no need for my pictures to be on Instagram. There's no need for my checking pictures to be on Instagram during the prep. I post pictures every now and then of my arms and my legs, but that's it. But full body is only a certain people that need to see because their opinion counts the most, you know. And then when the show is over, then I can post everything. But yeah, so we reduced the cardio to 20 minutes. Once again, that's the only change for this week, for the new week coming. So every meal that I'm eating right now that you guys are going to see is the same exact meal that I've been eating since the start of prep. And it's still the same meal that I'm going to eat for the next week. So it hasn't changed nothing. And the thing is that if your body is reacting well, your body fat is dropping, and there's no need to make changes. Like a lot of people out there, they think that you need to change every week, but if your body keeps changing, then you don't need to adjust nothing. Just adjust when it's needed, you know. So my food is still the same. We're going from 25 minutes to 20 minutes cardio. Body weight 83 kilos. I was heavier last year at 4 weeks out. I need to go and get my book actually. I think I have my book somewhere. 1 second. So I got a book here. So this is actually my logbook for this year, but I wrote the details from last year weight. So right now at 4 weeks out, I'm 83 kilos. Last year at 4 weeks out, let's see, this was week 8, 83, week 8, I was 84 kilos. So I was 1 kilo, I'm 1 kilo lighter now than I was last year. But the weight doesn't mean a lot really when it comes to being a competitor, like a men's physique competitor, because at the end of the day, the judges, they don't care about how much you weigh. It's all about how you look. And all my competing career, I was never the heaviest guy on stage or even the biggest guy. And on the pro stage, it's even worse. Like I'm competing against guys who are like 94 kilo. Like I see guys that compete against that post pictures of their weight when they're shredded. They're like 94 kilo, 95 kilos. Man, some of them, their shredded weight is my dream weight for my off season. You know, so there's a big difference. Like I'm going to step on stage against guys that are like 10, 15 kilo heavier than me. But it never stopped me because it's all about how you look. It's all about the balance, the fullness, the proportion, the symmetry, the condition, you know. So that's why I'm never worried about trying to be the biggest or the heaviest, you know. But it's always nice to keep track of your weight because it's nice to see you can compare the pictures and then you can see it's like, because sometimes you can be the exact same weight, but in one picture you look fuller, better condition, and you know, it just shows that weight is not everything. Weight is just a guidance, you know. You can use this as a guidance, you know. So instead of me being like, oh shit, I'm 1 kilo lighter, you know, no. Like I've compared the picture at 4 weeks out today to last year. You can't even compare. You can't compare. The condition that I am right now is much better than I was last year at 4 weeks out. And it's the reason why we're dropping the cardio to 20 minutes only. I'm fuller. And as an overall physique, I'm fuller. My waist looks smaller as well at 4 weeks out than it was last year. So you know, that's gonna, hopefully the judge is gonna notice that, because obviously the smaller waist, the bigger, the wider your shoulders, the fuller the chest, you have a better V taper. You know, it looks better on stage. So we're ready in a good spot at 4 weeks out. And the fact that we're better at 4 weeks out now than we were last year, even though we had lockdown, we didn't have no gym for 4 months, and right now prep is still going. I'm still training, you know, in my friend home gym, but there's a lot of equipment from the gym that I missed, but we're still making it happen with what we got. I'm just gonna wash those potatoes. The fact that we're still making it happen and the fact that we're still better this year than last year, to be honest with you, is something that I am very surprised, because during the lockdown, the first lockdown, I wasn't even thinking of prepping for a show. I was like, how am I going to prep for a show when I don't have access to a gym? Like, my goal is to be better than last year. Last year I was training all year round in the gym, lifting heavy weight week in, week out. How am I gonna beat that if I don't have access to that? And I'm just happy that I actually continued to eat what my coach was telling me to eat when I during the lockdown. Even though I didn't have no equipment at first, I was still eating my off-season meal, so I was still staying lean. Which, as a result, by the time the gym opened back, I was in the perfect position to continue. You know what the goal was, which was to compete this year at the Arnold Classic. You know, so yeah, weight is not everything when it comes to being a men's physique competitor. Anyway, I'm talking from a men's physique competitor because I do men's physique, you know. So last year, like the start of prep of last year was 90.2 kilos, and the start of prep of this year was 92.1 kilo. Last year, a lot of people don't know, I had food poisoning at the start of the prep. So at the start of the prep, I was 90.2 kilo, but originally I was supposed to do a show in Greece before the Arnold Classic, which was 3 weeks in between, and I got sick. I had food poisoning. So by the time we started prep for the Arnold Classic, I was 87.6 kilo. So 87.6 kilo, and then my brother made sure that I'm actually maintained that weight for the first 4 or 5 weeks of prep before dropping the hammer, you know, body weight dropping and everything. Where compared to now, it's like I started on 92.1 kilo, so 87.6 kilo last year, 92.1 kilo this year. You can see the difference, and the body weight was dropping, you know, from 92 to 90 to 89, 88, 87, 85.6, 85, and then I went back to 85.6, and then today I was 83. And another reason why as well my body weight dropping the way it's been dropping is because my cardio is different as well. Last year I was doing my pedaling machine. The intensity is not that high. You know, right now I have a actual bike, so I'm actually sweating when I do my cardio. The intensity is higher, so hence the reason why my condition is so ahead compared to last year. Touch wood, no injuries. We continue this way, you know, and in 4 weeks everything will be displayed on stage, you know. And talking about 4 weeks, that actually, like I said in the previous episode, there was rumors about the new location. It's been confirmed, so there's a new location, which is perfect. I already booked my flight ticket, so I'm flying to Barcelona. I'm flying on my own. I fly on the 10th of December and coming back on the 14th, and hopefully we get to fly, get there, arrive there safe, and everything goes well on stage. So 4 weeks out, guys. So 83 kilo I will speak right now, and yeah, I'm very excited. So I thought I'd just share a little bit of this in terms of weight. Don't focus too much on the weight. The weight is just a guidance for yourself to use. Of course, if I start at 92 kilo and after 2 weeks I'm 83 kilo, that's something wrong. But my body weight was dropping nice. I had a good pace, you know, and my body reacted well to it. I'm fuller than last year. I'm better conditioned than last year. Overall, I'm better than last year. So that's all you can do is try to get better than you did the last show. So we on track, guys. We on track. So I'm gonna cut those chicken. The thing as well, you know, there might be a little bit of fat when you buy the chicken from food, but it's okay, just a little bit. Just cut it off. Just cut it off and cook it. Alright, so I'm gonna get that shit ready and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm having for meal number 2. Alright guys, so time for meal number 2. We got over here potatoes and chicken breasts. So we got 150 gram of potatoes and 200 gram of chicken breast. I actually have the option to either use white potatoes or sweet potatoes, but I actually buy the white potatoes because it's cheaper to buy in bulk. I don't know. I can't find a place where I can buy sweet potatoes in pack of like 5, 7, or 10 kilos. So, you know, for my budget, it's better for me to have white potatoes. So 150 gram white potatoes, 200 gram of chicken breast, and check this out. As we're talking right now, I'm already editing the start of the video. So what you've seen before now, I'm editing it. I'm editing it now. So please show some love for the effort, man. Give me a like, subscribe, try to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's go, show some support. 500 in fitness. Let me enjoy this meal. As you can see, there's no seasoning. I don't put there's no seasoning. It's plain as hell. The way I tell myself is my food is as dry as the condition that I want to have. So time for meal number 3. Meal number 3 right now during the week. This meal is usually my first meal of the day. This is my typical pre-workout meal that I have, alright? So I'm going to show that to you guys. So we got over here cream of rice, 65 grams of cream of rice, once again. No sweetness, no flavor, no needed, because we got 100 grams of blueberries. And then we got some protein for the gains. We got 200 grams of chicken breast. So this is meal number 3. Cream of rice, blueberries, and chicken breast. And this is usually during the week, Monday to Saturday. This is my first meal of the day. So basically, like I've said so many times in my previous videos, my pre-workout and my post-workout stay the same no matter what time I'm training. So if I'm training first thing in the morning, this is going to be my first meal of the day. If not, then the order of the meals, if I'm not training, this is the order of the meals that I'm having, that I'm currently showing you guys on today's rest day video. So as I'm going to eat that, I'm going to plan my training for this new week. And yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys about my training split and how I train, my approach, my mindset and everything. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video so far. Alright guys, so meal number 3. It's going down nicely. I absolutely love cream of rice and blueberries mixed together. Even the unflavored one. This is like cream of rice, there's no flavor. The first time I tried it, I was like, oh, what the hell is this, man? Because I'm so used to eating oats. But it's actually nice, once you get used to it, it's actually nice. But the thing is that when you're on prep, things like this taste amazing for me anyway. Especially when I'm in that mindset of I don't care what I'm eating. I don't care if there's no flavor. I don't care if there's no seasoning. I'm trying to get as shredded as possible and while keeping as much muscle fullness as possible. So, I really don't eat for taste anyway for myself. I don't eat for taste. Eating for result, eating for purpose. Alright, so yeah, let me talk quickly about my training split. So first of all, like you guys know, I train 6 days a week. So let me tell you what muscle group I train each week. So I train Monday to Saturday. So my first day of training, I do back and traps. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so back and traps. Day number 2, I do chest and delt. Day number 3, pardon me, I do arms, back and traps again. And day number 4 is legs. So full legs, both quads and hamstrings. Day number 5, I'm doing delt and chest. And day number 6, I'm doing back again, traps again, and delt. So what you're getting from that is it's not your typical split, okay? It's not like your typical push-pull leg or 2 muscle group or whatever. Like it's not your usual split that you probably hear someone saying they're doing back 3 times a week and traps 3 times a week. For me, when it comes to creating a training split, it's all about creating a split that will allow you to improve your current strength, but also help you turn your current weaknesses into your strength. There's no rule, there's no fixed rule when it comes to a training plan or training split. Like it's not because your favorite person on Instagram is doing push-pull leg, or it's not because your favorite person on Instagram is doing the bro split or whatever you want to call it. It's not because someone that you like doing certain things that is going to work for you. Of course, feel free to try. That's the beauty of bodybuilding, that's the beauty of fitness, that's the beauty of training. we're all individuals, so we need to find something that works for us. The way my physique is different from so many other people's physique, so my way of training is going to be different, you know. So this split, I started this split because at the end of last year, of course, last year was a fantastic season. My second year as a pro, I won 2 pro shows and I came second at the World Championship. And after the World Championship, I was looking at my pictures, I was looking at the videos, and I noticed that the main thing that was lacking for me to be able to, that would help me win the show, was muscle density. Not just about being the biggest. Like I said, I would never be the biggest guy on stage, but all about adding the quality muscle where it was needed. For example, in my case, shoulders needed more quality muscle density on the shoulders, more thickness on the back, more roundness and thickness on my arms. Those were my weaknesses. Like those were my weaknesses that were improved already. Like 2019, I didn't look nothing like 2018. That's the reason why I won 2 pro shows. And that's the reason why I went from being 7th in the world to 2nd in the world. So we improved. But to be number 1, I need to improve even more. So the best way to be able to improve is to actually acknowledge that you need to improve. You know, nobody is perfect, nobody is too good enough for improvement, you know. So always analyze your pictures, your stage pictures, videos, and study them, see what needs improvement. So in my case, my back needed improvement, so more thickness. My shoulders and my rear delt and my traps needed to be seen more, so once again, more thickness. And my arms as well, my arms needed improvement. So that's the reason why the split right now is different from what I was doing last year. Last year I was training everything twice a week. My back I was training twice a week. My arms, I was doing arms twice a week. My legs, I was splitting them quads and hamstrings. So I sacrificed the split between quad and hamstrings to do a full leg session. So this way I can actually train back 3 times. So people will be like, oh, there's no way you can train such a big muscle 3 times a week. That means you're not training hard enough. That's what you think, but you have to be smart. Like the amount of exercises that I do by the end of the week on my back is probably the same amount of exercises, or just maybe 1 or 2 more exercises that someone will do if they were training back twice a week. It's all about the approach. So on Monday, I do back. I do like I say 80%, 70-80% of my workout on that day on back will be focused on the width, and then I will add some rowing movement at the end of the back just to add some thickness, and then I hit some traps, and then chest and delt on the second day, and then on the third day I do a full arms workout. That's something that allowed me to improve my arm this year, because last year I was always doing arms at the end of a back session, just like a touch up, like I would do 1 or 2 exercises, you know. Clearly that was not good enough. So this year we turned that into a full arm session. So that's why I didn't split the quads and hamstrings anymore, put them together. So this way I can train back 3 times, but also train arms fully. And my arms have improved a lot already. If you look at my Instagram, you will see my arms have improved a lot, and they're still improving as we go in 4 weeks out of the show. So I have a full arm session dedicated to that, to make sure that I hit both triceps and biceps properly. And then at the end of the arm session, I do back again, but not a full session. Now, like I said, last year I was doing arms as a touch-up at the end of the back session. This year, I'm doing arms as a full session, and I'm doing back as a touch-up as my second back session of the week. So instead of doing my typical 5, 6, 7 exercise of the back that I do on day 1, on day 3 I will do just 2 back exercises at the end of the arm session, just to get that extra pump, that extra density. And in those 2 back exercises will be some rowing exercises, more thickness. The more rowing movement you do, the more you're focusing on the density, the more you're focusing on the thickness, which is what I clearly need to bring a different back on stage. So that's the second back session of the week. So first, on the Monday is a full back session, and then second day chest delt, third day arms, back, but back just 2 exercises, and I do traps again. So I do traps on day 1 and then traps again on day 3. I change exercises. There's so many different exercises that you can do for traps. My favorite one obviously is the heavy barbell row, which I absolutely love. And as a result, my traps and my back has improved already compared to last year. Last year I wasn't really focusing on traps that much. I don't even know why. But sometimes you need to actually see that, okay, this shit is lacking. I need to work on before you actually start working on. So that's halfway through the week. Day 4 is legs, so that's your typical full quad and hamstring session. And then on day 5 I do shoulders and chest. So on day 2 is chest and shoulders. So chest will be the main focus, where I'll be doing 5, 6, maybe 7 exercises, do a superset, and then I'll do 2 to 3 exercises for shoulders at the end, where I will be hitting all area, the free head of the shoulders. And then on Friday, day 5, I'll do shoulders and chest, where shoulders will be the main session, where I'll be doing 5, 6 different exercises, maybe 7, doing superset. And then I'll do chest as a touch-up. I'll do 2 to 3 chest exercises, like a superset, a love rep, a love squeeze, just to get that pump. So far, by Friday, I've already done back twice. I've already done shoulders twice. I've already done chest twice. Okay? Now, Saturday is back again. Okay? But this time it's only back fitness. We're focusing on fitness, only rowing in movement. Seated row, dumbbell row, put some rack pull. As you guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know. So Saturday is really that day where it's pure rowing, pure fitness and density back session. And then I do traps again at the end. So that will be my 3rd time hitting traps. And then I'll do triceps. I'll do triceps at the end. Just 1 exercise just to touch up. So like I say, my arms are my weakness. So I have a day where I have a full session of biceps and triceps, and then I focus 1 exercise at the end of back and triceps, because triceps is 2/3 of the arm. So if I can get my triceps to stick out even more, when I do my front pose, you will see more roundness that will flow with the shoulders roundness, that will flow with the chest roundness, that will make me look 3D, which is what I need. So that's my current split right here. So people, I've been asking them on Instagram, how the hell you train back 3 times a week? I even had someone say I'm not training hard enough, or I'm not training properly. That's why I'm capable of doing it. It's all about being smart. At the end of the day, you do what works for you. You have to analyze your physique, what needs to improve, and create a plan based on your needs, not on what somebody else is doing, if that makes sense. Alright guys, so this is my current split. I do everything full working set. I don't do 1 or 2 working set. Everything is full working set. Everything is minimum 8 reps till failure. And we go there. And if I train with someone, which is something I do, I train with Yan, that I go beyond failure. Failure is when you can't do 1 on your own. You can't even do 1 more on your own. So you can just do some extra partials. Going beyond failure is when your truly partner just help you push maybe a couple more reps just to get that extra burn, that extra pump, because when it burns, that's when the muscle is going to grow. All right guys, so my mindset when I come to training is like, I'm old school, man. One about old school is there's nothing fancy. You guys see, basic work. The same with my diet. My diet is just like my training. It's basic, but it's efficient. It works. So as long as it works, that's perfect. I've been criticized a lot this year that I don't train properly, but clearly I do, because my body is changing the way it's supposed to. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys, because I've been asked about my training split and how I train, and to explain. So yes, I love to go heavy, but I always go heavy to a point where I can feel the muscle. If I don't feel the muscle, I reduce the weight. There's no ego lifting. We do have the Ego Gains hoodie. Send me a message if you want yours. But this was just a situation of turning lemon into lemonade. We've been called ego lifters all year, so I was like, let's make an Ego Gains hoodie just for a laugh, But there's no ego in our training. Like, we lift heavy to feel the muscle. If I don't feel the muscle, I'm the first one to reduce the weight, because at the end of the day, you need the mind and muscle connection to grow. If not, you're just wasting your time, okay? So this is my training split. I train back 3 times, I train traps 3 times, I do chest twice, I do shoulders twice, I do arms, a full arm session, and then I hit triceps again on the last day of the week, and I do a full leg, quads and hamstring. So tomorrow is actually back and traps, which I'm excited to do. So I'm going to plan my session as I'm eating, and I'll show you guys there's still 3 more meals after that. So hope you enjoyed the video so far. Alright guys, I know it's long, but I try to give as much details as possible. Okay, so hope you guys are appreciating that. So let me enjoy this beautiful cream of rice and blueberries. So here we are guys, we're getting close to the end of the day. Meal number 4. This is usually my post-workout meal, my second favorite meal of the day after the cream of rice, steak and egg and apple. So basic, simple but effective. Rice and chicken. So we got 250 grams of rice and 200 grams of chicken breast. That's my post-workout meal. Obviously I didn't train today, so I'm just following the order that I'm eating right now is what I eat on the rest day. Tomorrow that will be my second meal of the day. So my pre-workout will be my first meal, this will have been my second meal, and then what was my first meal today will be my meal number 3 tomorrow, and then so on and so on, if that makes sense. All right, so this is it, another meal, another simple meal, nothing fancy, there's no sauce, no seasoning, but it works. All right, so I'm going to kill that meal 4, and then I'm going to show you guys my meal 5 and 6. Right now Tia and Kyron went to get McDonald's. I love McDonald's, man. I'm just gonna smell it and just visualize myself eating it when I come back. There's a lot of things that I want to eat when I come back from Touchwood, when I come back from the Armour Classic, which I'm gonna show you guys like a full day of me eating exactly what I want to eat. It's gonna be interesting. But right now we're sticking to the plan to get shredded as fuck. So 250 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, water, and yeah, let me eat, and I'll catch you guys on the next meal. Alright guys, so we set up for meal number 5. We're back to the potatoes. So we got 100 grams of cooked potatoes right here. Once again, I have the option to use sweet potatoes, but you already know the reason why I prefer to use white potatoes. So we got 100 grams of potatoes, and then right now we're getting the mince ready, which is extra lean, low fat mince. I actually have the option to have steak instead, but I had steak already with my first meal, and mince is cheaper than steak, so I'd rather have steak once a day rather than having steak twice a day. So I have steak with my first meal, and then I have mince with meal number 5. 100 grams of potatoes, and then I got 200 grams of lean mince with it. So that will be my meal number 5, and I'm actually at the same time getting my last meal of the day ready. Got some eggs right here, and yeah, I'll give you more details when this is done. So meal number 5, time to eat. We'll be back, let's go, same spot. Meal number 5, as I explained, potatoes and mince. 100 grams of potatoes, 200 grams of mince, no seasoning in my mince. Cook that shit plain, and yeah, this is what I've been eating since day 1 of prep. No changes has been done on the meals, and the only changes that we've done this prep, which is the first prep ever that I do where there hasn't been any changes in my meal for so far in the prep. Like, you know, we're 4 weeks out of prep and we haven't done any changes since the start. This is, you know, it just shows that, you know, you don't need to change every week. You only change when it's needed. And right now, the only change that we've been doing is the cardio, which is now 20 minutes from tomorrow, which I'm very excited because instead of waking up at 5:40, I probably can actually wake up at 6 o'clock, which is like a 20 minutes extra in bed makes a big difference, man. So I'm excited about that 20 minutes cardio from tomorrow. But my meals will stay the same until further notice. But if I get any changes from my coach Jamie, obviously I will let you guys know. And tell you what the difference are, but so far nothing. So gonna enjoy that. Meal 5, one more meal to go. Alright guys, so this is it. I was just doing a quick condition check. Not too bad, not too bad. 4 weeks out. Obviously not the best lighting, but I thought I'd show you a little something, you know. But yeah, last meal of the day, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video. So my last meal number 6, no carbs meal, is my only meal where I don't have any carbs. Eggs. So I'm gonna have 12 eggs, 2 whole egg and 10 egg whites. As you can see throughout the day, I have a very high amount of protein, you know, through the eggs, the chicken, mince, steak, you know. That's why I don't need any whey protein in my diet. You know, it's not compulsory to have whey protein in your diet. If you get enough protein from your meals, then it's all good, and which is the case for me right now. So yeah, so no carbs, 12 eggs, 6 meals a day. Been eating the same thing from day one. Like I said, my coach hasn't reduced any of my meals since the start because it wasn't needed. So we were playing more with the cardio. So we're back to 20 minutes cardio. I'm excited for that tomorrow. So more sleep, like I said, and yeah, this is it, guys. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, it's a long video. It's a full day of eating. I try to share some information about, you know, the prep update and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this and then go to sleep. Since last week, I've been trying to go bed as, you know, very early. I mean early, like by 9 o'clock, latest 9:30. Try to go to bed, so this way, you know, I have a good amount of sleep. Like I said, I'm in a better position this year compared to previous years, where I have a better control of my days, where I can, you know, have a nap in between meals like I did today. And yeah, I got to make the most of it. That's how my body, you know, make the most of recovering, for me to keep smashing every session 6 days a week, you know. So there was nothing fancy in my diet, nothing fancy on my rest day. Basically, it's a rest day. It says in the title, I'm resting. I had some client check-in in the morning. I ate my meals. I went out to the park with the missus and my son and our dog, just for a quick walk, and then came back and eat, nap, eat, and right now I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna sleep. So this is my rest day, guys. So thank you for watching. If you're watching to the end of the video, I really appreciate, guys. Feel free to share, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. With 4 weeks out, guys, I really appreciate the support and the love that I'm getting, you know. And yeah, we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing until show day, and then we're gonna shock the world, man. As long as we're allowed to fly to Barcelona and compete, we're gonna show them something that I haven't shown them before. So we're gonna shit on the physique from last year. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying this in cockiness. I'm just confident because I look better at 4 weeks now than I did last year at 4 weeks. So I'm very excited, very excited. So yeah, 4 weeks out. Let's get this title back to back, and let's get this World Championship title from second to first place. This is the aim, this is the goal, this is what we're gonna get. So keep following the journey to the top. Peace.